Hi, welcome to an overview of PetCloud. The first thing we're going to cover is types of users. So there are four kinds of users: owner, admin, staff, and clients. And everybody has access to the application through either the web or the mobile app. Owners has the most rights. They can change or edit almost anything. Admin, less than that. They cannot edit the company details section or look at some of the financial reports. Staff has even more limited. They're only allowed to start and stop appointments, not make much edits, and clients only have access to their own information. So the way PetCloud works is clients are allowed to request appointments, and it's up to the owner or the admin to either accept, edit, or reject the appointment. So looking at the flow over here, a client can make a request, and the business receives the request, and it's up to them to accept, edit, or reject the request. And once a request is accepted, gets put on the calendar for both the client and the staff member who's going to service the request. So let's take a look at the software in detail. As an owner, once you log in, this is the screen that you get, which shows all the key metrics at a glance. Main nav bar is on the left hand side with quick access to your profile, change passwords, or log out. So let's go ahead and take a look at the booking request screen. So the booking request screen has the first section on top where the new booking requests are listed, which need to be acted upon, edited, rejected, or added. You can access the staff or customer calendar to see how the schedule looks like to assign to a proper staff. Let's take a look at on the client side. Same left-hand nav bar, a little different options. Let's go ahead and create an appointment. Click on new appointment on top right over there. Let's select a time for the appointment, 10:15 a.m. The date, April 2nd, and the 2-hour window is a customizable option in the company details section. Select a service for 30 minutes. The drop down will show the pets for the client. You can have option to do the add-on, make repeat appointments, select any dates. You can either have an end date or leave the end date blank if you don't want to have any end dates. Once the client clicks on save, a new booking request email will be sent to the admin and an owner. If it's within less than 24 hours, the email would have the urgent in the subject line. Heading on back to the admin side, let's refresh this page. We should see that booking request from the client. And there it is. The client, what kind of service it is, to date, from date. They're the same because we had only one date. Now at this point, you have the option to either assign it to a staff, reject it, or you can edit it. Let's say they forgot to add a holiday surcharge or an additional pet, or the time doesn't work out. You can make any edits over here. Edits can be made even once the appointment is accepted. The only time edits cannot be made once it's invoiced, then the appointment is pretty much locked down. So let's go ahead and assign it to Rachel over here. Select it and click on assign. And an email is sent to the staff that a new booking request has been assigned to them, and to a customer confirming that we have accepted their booking request. Let's look at Rachel's calendar. On April 2nd, the 10:15 a.m. walk is the one that we were selected. So on the calendar, again, you can just click on the walk and make any changes in terms of price, reassign it to a different staff member's times or anything. And now the changes, if it was a recurring appointment or multiple appointment in a series, you can check box this and say, apply the changes to every appointment in the series. You could also cancel the appointment. Now this appointment's been added. Let's go and look at the mobile interface. Now we just added this appointment to Rachel's account, so it's not showing over here, but this is how it would be looking on Rachel's mobile device. Let's click on refresh, and there that appointment is. Now on a mobile, you have a calendar on the top, and the appointments listed by the times. And this blue play button indicates that the appointment hasn't started yet. And let's click on this and start. It will ask you to take a picture and start tracking the appointment. This is the time where the appointment started, and the timer, which increments in minutes. Now an email gets sent to the customer that the appointment for the pet has begun. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other sections, and we'll come back to do this. So once an appointment is assigned, it goes through this phases over here. it's once it's completed, it becomes done, and between assigned and done is in progress, and then finally it gets invoiced. So the way to mark appointments from assigned to done is either through the mobile interface when we are tracking the appointments, or through the mark jobs complete. This page shows all the appointments that are before today that have been assigned but not marked complete. You could mark them complete in bulk, save as done, or save as cancelled. The other sections are pretty simple. Customers, you can enter any kind of details. You can see scheduled by staff or by date. Invoicing screen when you want to be generating invoices for customers. Assign credit, let's say you want to assign something to credit to customer account. For instance, a new customer discount or the service wasn't properly done, you want to assign credit. And anytime a credit is assigned, it will be taken from the total invoice amounts. Let's say you assign a $50 credit and the invoice is $100. We'll reduce the invoice amount. We'll subtract the 50 from the 100 and reduce the invoice amount to $50. Prepays, if your company is working on prepay rather than postpay, you can go ahead and take a look at, let's say you select a customer, and for a particular date range, let's say from April 1st to 15, we want to see how many appointments they have scheduled. They have $332 worth, 16 appointments, $332 worth of appointments scheduled. We can collect the prepay payments from them. The other sections that kind of cover our services is where you can create the services for your company. There's two types of services, the main ones and the add-ons. And the difference between add-ons is that they can be attached to a main service. So add-ons are generally something like additional pet, holiday surcharge, weekend surcharge, off-peak hours. Company details section is something that's accessible to admin. You want to specify sales tax. You want to have late email alerts, where it kind of tells you that a walker hasn't started their job yet, or if you want to completely disable notifications for your company, no emails are going to go out. This is great mode for testing if you don't want to send any emails to clients. The couple of things that I want to cover in services is that you can specify default rate for a service, and this is the rate that will be paid out to the staff members. Let's say your service price is $12 and you want to pay by default $6. You specify this over here, and this is the default rate to specify. Now if you want to override these default rates, then you have to go into the staff, select the staff, and each staff has their own rate table. So I can override the defaults by entering these rates over here. And the benefit of having this is that you can easily run reports like how much you owe a staff in a particular time period. Let's say, how much did Rachel earn from March 1st to March 15th. You just select that date and it will show you that she earned $216 for 33 services and 11 add-ons. If I go and click on the details, it gives me details of each of those services, what the total was, what was the actual minutes, what were the planned minutes. Now these minutes are only tracked if tracking is done via the mobile app. So we go over here to the mobile app. Once we are done tracking, we just click on that stop icon over here, and it asks for an ending image. I'm just going to click no in this case because it's connected to the computer, and then you can finalize the service. And once you click on comment, what's going to happen is it's going to mark the service complete over here. It's going to send an email to the client that the service has been completed. So if you go onto the booking request page and select the calendar for Rachel, it's going to show this appointment is green now. Means that it has been completed. And if I click on it, I can see the details of the appointment. It was 4 minute short durations, the comments, and the GPS location and markers. Going back to the mobile app, just wanted to cover a few things. You can always click on an appointment to see the details, who the customer is, any appointment notes, details about the pets, any information that has been entered on the website is all accessible to the staff from the mobile app. Now on the customer side, The app's called Pet Calendar. This is the walk that we just did. They can click on it and kind of see all the details, whatever the comments were, GPS tracking, and customers can either create new appointments, enter their pet details, and view their invoices from the mobile app. The final thing I want to kind of cover is invoicing. Invoicing can be generated on demand whenever you want. It's basically clicking generate invoice and selecting a date. What it's going to do is system's going to take a look at everything before this date which has been marked complete and generate an invoice for that time period. Now, to collect payments, there's either you could collect payments individually by clicking on Mark Paid, selecting a payment method. If you're using our integrated automated credit card processing solution and the customer credit cards are all on file, then it's just one click away and it processes all the open invoices. If you're tracking them manually, either check, cash, or any other methods, and you want a bulk update, you can just click on Pay All and it will mark all the invoices as complete. That's it. A basic quick overview. If you have any questions, call us or email us at info@petcloud.co and we'll be happy to follow up with you.